Hey family, welcome back to Smell Good with Asia. If you're new here, hey, my name is Asia and I create resourceful video series that help you look good, smell good, and follow Jesus. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Akro Discovery Set from Twisted Lily. Now, if you're like me and you've never heard of Akro, I gotta tell you that Olivier Cresp is the master perfumer behind it, and he is the dude behind all of the cult favorites. YSL Black Opium, Dolce Gabanna Light Blue, like so many popular fragrances. I'll put them on the screen. He is the master perfumer who did that. So you know his nose works really great. He's known as the king of gourmands. So these of course are gourmand fragrances, but they're different. These fragrances are meant to inspire culture, not follow trends. And we love that. A unique smell that everyone can wear because these are unisex fragrances as well. The whole entire idea behind the fragrances is that when you smell it, you should automatically know the notes. They don't do things super complex. They create beautiful scents that everyone can recognize and understand. So in other words, it's few ingredients. Y'all already know we are a sampling community around here. So I have everything linked in the description box for your convenience. And if you find something that you want to try, definitely make sure you take advantage of our coupon code Asia10 and it will save you money at Twisted Lily when you shop your samples. Today we will be reviewing their newest release called Smile, as well as 3 of their most best-selling perfumes, Awake, Rise, and Bake. So let's first talk about Smile, the newest release. Smile is a raspberry fragrance. This scent is actually created with real raspberry extract. The top notes on this fragrance are sage, bergamot, the middle notes are raspberry, and the base is musk. So I personally would classify this scent as social. It's that person who steps up in the room with all the color, all the joy, all the smiles, and all the laughter. This scent makes everyone feel seen and appreciated. Literally, when you first spray it, you get that raspberry. It smells very light and airy, but it still is very noticeable, and the raspberry is not super heavy. It definitely does last for a long time. So I got about 8 hours of wear time out of this before it became more of a skin scent. So if you need something that smells bright, happy, joyful, this one, Smile, is definitely for you. So now let's move on to the Discovery set. Now I have already been wearing all of the fragrances that I'm telling you about. So as I'm saying these descriptions and things, like literally it's what I got and what I felt when I wore them, okay? So the first one that we're gonna talk about is Awake. So what keeps you awake? For most people, the answer to that question is coffee, right? So that's the whole concept behind Awake. It is supposed to be a coffee type scent. Let me spray it just so I can remember what it smells like. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so this fragrance is for people who love edible fragrances. Like you want to smell like food, but like wearable food, right? This smells just like coffee. It is, I never really would have thought that I would want to wear coffee ever in my entire life, but this smells really good. What I imagine and how I envision this fragrance is a productive day. This is for the boss babes. This is for the productivity moments where you want to literally have something that will motivate you to get going, to get to it, to stop making excuses. That's Awake. Awake is your, I'm about to work, I'm about to get into production. And it is such a beautiful smell. I really like it. The top note is coffee Santos and lemon, and that lemon truly does elevate the fragrance. In the middle, you have cardamom, and then in the base, you have vetiver. This scent smells even better on skin than it does on paper. It really amazes me. It reminds me of having my laptop, editing some videos with a cup of coffee in my hand, or going to a cute little coffee shop, doing a couple writing projects. Like it is productivity for real. And it smells so amazing on the skin. I was surprised. When I heard coffee, I'm gonna tell y'all, I did not expect to like this one, but it smells very good. So if coffee is your jam, if coffee is your thing, if you like to smell edible in some way, shape, or form, try Awake. It is good. This next scent that we're going to talk about, I'm going to just spoil it and say this one is my favorite out of all the ones we're going to talk about today. This is my number one, and it is called Bake. Bake is Akro's hero fragrance. This is the one that has went viral and everybody knows about. I didn't know about it. I found out about this in the brand training that I just attended. But before that, like, apparently she was making her way all through the internet. So if you already know about her, well, I'm mad you didn't tell me. But if you didn't know, listen, Bake is your gourmand of the gourmands, in my opinion. This is like the most beautiful cupcake fragrance. It smells just like a lemon cupcake. My husband says it smells like candy, but whatever the case may be, it is such a sweet fragrance. It's inspired by eating a cupcake with lemon. It honestly reminds me of like the little buntlets from Nothing Bundt Cake, the lemon one. If you know, you know. That's what it reminds me of. Just a yummy lemon cake. A very soft one that's like, you know, the good one. It's not dry at all. Top notes are lemon peel and rum. The middle notes are chantilly cream and praline. And then the base notes are brown sugar and vanilla. This one right here, I want a full bottle of this one. Like, I really like it. And it kind of reminds me of Lyra a little bit, but to me, they're distinctive and different. I would say this one feels a little bit more fluffy than Lyra. In my opinion, it's not as heavy, but it's very much so present. So you are going to get sillage with these. You are going to get long wear, but it's not sticky and it's not heavy. It's really hard to describe, but a very present fragrance that's light. This is perfect for people who don't want to choke people out, but you definitely want your fragrance to be smelled. Like, you don't want to have a super perfumey smell. That is how I describe Akro. It's not super perfumey, but it is very fragrant. It's very noticeable. It's very beautiful. You're not going to smell overpowering. Bake is very highly concentrated, but it's still somehow fluffy. It is definitely going to project. It is definitely going to show up and show out, but it's super easy to follow. People won't be guessing what you smell like. They're going to know you smell like a cupcake, or like my husband say, some candy. But either way, it's going to smell sweet and it's going to smell good. This fragrance is a shake your head good. I love it and I want a full bottle. Okay, so the final fragrance that we're going to talk about today is Rise. This is for the beach babes. Okay, this is a solar gourmand. This is your walk down the beach type of a fragrance. It smells like if you walked down the Caribbean with a pina colada in your hand and you're just chilling, you're just relaxing. It's got that aquatic vibe to it, that slight saltiness of the sea, but it's very much so wearable, beautiful. I actually like this fragrance a lot. It is both solar and fruity at the same time. A solar and a fruity scent. Very pretty. The top notes on this fragrance are coconut water. The middle is pina colada, toffee, and tiare flower. And the base is sandalwood. So I know nowhere in the notes was salt. But when I wore this fragrance, I smelled a little bit of saltiness. It's got a little tiny bit of saltiness to it, but it is still wearable. It's not bothersome, and it's still very fruity and beautiful. It truly smells like beach water to my nose with a pina colada. I really love the opening on this fragrance, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about the saltiness. It's something in my brain when it comes to outdoor type of smells. If it gets too close to something that would warrant a shower, I have a hard time with it and with not feeling self-conscious about it. And what I mean by that is like earthy scents. Things that smell like you were sitting outside and maybe you smell like grass, or you were sitting by the beach and now you smell like the salt in the water. Like, those things take my brain to bath time. And even if it smells good, it's just the mere fact that it reminds me of something that would warrant a shower. Like, it doesn't stink. This scent smells amazing, but I'm struggling to get past the saltiness. So I think I got to wear it a little bit more, because I did enjoy it when I wore it. It smelled great to my nose, but it just made me feel self-conscious. It made me wonder, like, does this saltiness smell good on me? Like, are people going to think that I smell weird? Like, I don't know. Maybe a compliment would fix that, but I just had to keep it 100% with you guys and let you know that that was something that I thought about when I wore this fragrance. But other than that, It smells so good. So if you like aquatic scents, if you like to be reminded of vacations, if you need a vacation, but you can't afford a vacation, this is a great fragrance to wear just for that vacay vibe, okay? This scent will definitely take your mind straight to the beach, straight to vacation. If you haven't experienced Akro, buy these samples and just tell me what you think. I promise you, you will have fun with them. I am really enjoying this fragrance house and it's just made me so happy. Y'all know I'm on my fragrance journey and I've never heard of this fragrance house, but they're so good. And I just wonder what else they have. If you've tried Akro and you know of any fragrances that are amazing, please put them in the comment box down below so that I can go get a sample because I need to know. Put us all on so we can explore this fragrance house a little bit more. But you guys, I can tell you these are good. And again, you can use the code Asia10 to save a little bit at twistedlily.com. All right, I will be back again next Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time with another Smell Good with Asia video. So I'll see you then. And until then, make sure you subscribe and catch up on the last video if you missed it. All right, bye guys.